On this tense day, the entertainment world was rocked by a surprising statement from Taehyung, or better known as V, a member of BTS who has been known for his calm and mysterious attitude. Finally, after months of wild speculation and incessant rumors, Taehyung opened up about an issue that has left BTS fans anxious and confused. What problems are meant? Jungkook, the youngest member of BTS, recently announced that he would be taking time out to say goodbye to the group's activities for quite some time. This is not only surprising, but also makes many people wonder, what is really happening behind the scenes? Even after several months, speculation about Jungkook's decision to temporarily leave the group continued to grow without any immediate clarification from BTS or its agency. Many have questioned whether this is related to personal issues, or there is an internal tension within the group that has been considered solid so far. Until now, only rumors have circulated, but no one can really confirm the veracity of the scattered statements. However, with Taehyung's recent statement, finally a bright spot is beginning to emerge. What really happened to Jungkook? Did he really decide to leave for personal reasons? Or is there something bigger going on inside BTS's body? As an idol who has been in the entertainment world for more than a decade, Taehyung certainly cannot be separated from his role as an important figure in BTS. In the press conference that took place suddenly, he spoke confidently. Without hesitation, he answered the questions that had been hanging over the heads of fans. Taehyung reveals that the problems faced by Jungkook are much more complicated than people imagine. He explains in detail about the dynamics of the group and how they as friends and co-workers deal with pressure coming from various directions. Jungkook's decision, according to Taehyung, was a difficult one, and he also stated that all BTS members supported the move even though it meant they had to part ways temporarily. However, even though Taehyung gave an explanation, there were still many things that were not revealed in his statement. Fans began to wonder if there were deeper problems within BTS. Given that the group has always been considered a family by many, the big question arises, is Jungkook's decision to leave the group related to internal tensions that have been hidden from the public eye? Or does he really need time for himself, away from such a big spotlight for so many years? Taehyung did not cover up that there were many things still to be considered, and there were issues that he could not discuss further for some reason. This further fueled public curiosity. Along with Taehyung's explanation, social media was immediately flooded with reactions from fans who felt mixed up. Some were relieved that there was finally an explanation from one of the BTS members they respected so much, while others felt anxious and dissatisfied that there was still so much that had yet to be revealed. Many have questioned whether BTS will still remain as it used to be, without Jungkook for a long time. Will this group still be able to function properly as a unit, or will this be a turning point for them? Of course, Jungkook's decision to say goodbye was not a simple one. He is one of the most recognizable members of BTS and has had a lot of influence on the group's success. His loss, albeit temporary, certainly had a huge impact on fans and the music industry as a whole. Does he really need time to develop further as an individual, or are there other factors that cause him to feel like he has to step back from the BTS spotlight? While fans continued to search for answers, they also began to assess the movements of Taehyung and other BTS members who were involved in this decision. This statement came at an inopportune time, or perhaps vice versa, at a very crucial moment. Given that BTS is on the cusp of global success, Jungkook's decision to temporarily quit is a concern that cannot be ignored. Why now? Why not first, or after BTS finishes some of their big projects? These questions further heated the discussion on various social media platforms and also among music watchers. Will BTS be able to continue to exist without one member, or are there big plans being prepared to deal with it? Is this a sign that BTS will transform into something different, or even end their journey as a group? This news not only shook the world of K-pop entertainment, but also added complexity to BTS's long journey that has been so successful on the international scene. Of course, the fans who have been following their journey since the beginning can't just sit idly by waiting for a clearer answer. They hope there will be further announcements as to what exactly happened with Jungkook and whether this will have a major impact on BTS' future. The ARMY are anxious, but also hopeful, hoping that this is just part of a process that will strengthen their relationship with BTS in the long run. However, one thing is certain, Jungkook's decision to leave for some time is not only a personal decision, but also a big step that changes the direction of BTS's journey. Will BTS remain solid, or will this change mark the end of a new chapter in their history? We will continue to follow this development attentively, hoping that all these questions will find answers and BTS will continue to shine, no matter what. However, even though many fans hope BTS will reunite and continue to grow, there is another side that cannot be ignored. Some observers of the music industry began to note that there was a trend in which large groups with a wide fan base faced new challenges regarding the well-being of their members. It's not just about fame or material success, but also about the mental and emotional stress that often comes with immense popularity. Mental health, which was previously often overlooked, is now becoming an increasingly important conversation among artists. And is Jungkook's decision to say goodbye also related to the need to prioritize his mental health? This is a question that hangs without a definitive answer, yet more and more people feel the need to make room for the idol. Taehyung's statement about Jungkook's decision to take a break also highlights the fact that living under the public spotlight is not easy. Taehyung revealed that although they always look compact on stage, there is tremendous pressure they face behind the scenes. How can BTS continue to survive for so long in such a highly competitive industry if there is no room for them to manage their own time? Could Jungkook's decision be the starting point for a major change in the way the group operates? Perhaps it's not just about one individual taking a break, but also about making room for the rest of the members to explore themselves further, moving away from the shadows of relentless success. However, on the other hand, many fans fear that Jungkook's decision will create a chasm that is difficult to fill. Given Jungkook's position as the lead vocalist and a highly admired figure, of course losing him in some time will leave a void that is difficult to fill by anyone, even by other BTS members. Will BTS still be able to perform with the same quality without Jungkook in the future? Or could this decision be a new experiment that introduces BTS in a different format? Fans can't stop wondering about how the group will move forward without one of their key members and whether they will manage to survive without sacrificing the quality of music they have to offer. Many of them were surprised to learn that Taehyung himself seemed to have felt the emotional impact of this decision. As friends and group mates who have been together since the beginning of the debut, Taehyung's personal feelings towards Jungkook must be very deep. He revealed how hard it was to accept the fact that one of their best members would be gone for a while. In fact, in several previous interviews, Taehyung was visibly moved when talking about BTS's future without Jungkook by their side. This is a side rarely seen by the public, as Taehyung is often known for his calm and mysterious appearance. However, behind the piece he showed, there was a deeper feeling, and it carried over as he finally spoke about the current state of affairs.